Good morning. Good morning. It's the morning show here on Class FM.
Here, 6,500 kilometers from London, Brexit is on the morning news. The beaches of Anguilla in the Caribbean are not that far away from the European Union. In fact, they're in it.
We have benefited tremendously, from the European Union. So how will Brexit affect us?
The popular radio host DJ Hammer reaches many of Anguilla's nearly 15,000 people. And they're asking the same question. Just across the channel is the French part of Saint-Martin. The islands have long enjoyed close relations. But that may end with Britain's exit from the EU.
We find it to be insulting because we are being affected directly. The Anguilla-Saint-Martin border has been a soft border for years. And we are concerned that that this Brexit situation might impact that in a negative.
Nearly all of Anguilla's goods and supplies are imported from the larger neighboring French island on boats like this. The British island has to bring everything in, even drinking water.
This port is the life vessel for Anguilla. This is the only cargo port. So if for whatever reason this port closes down, Anguilla in itself just might close down.
Since Hurricane Irma devastated the island in late 2017, demand for construction materials has been high. Very many buildings were destroyed. The school was hit hard. Hardly any of the classrooms are still usable. So, Principal Joyce Webster Stewart says classes are held in shifts. Half the children come in the morning and the other half in the afternoon.
The hurricane comes, you board up and you go in and get shelter, not thinking that the place where you're going in is what's going to be knocked down. That needs a shelter. So when I saw it, it was heartrending. It was broken.
The planned reconstruction is funded by the EU, which is also Anguilla's largest provider of development aid. Much of the funding, a potential 14 million euros, is earmarked for education. But after Brexit, nothing is certain.
When I travel to the United Kingdom, I would say 90% of the people that I talk to who are British don't have a clue that there's a place called Anguilla. So, I really think it'd be an afterthought. I don't think that'd be big on the agenda of the British government as one of the issues that they speak about.
The islanders are afraid that should London fail to secure the Brexit deal it wants and needs, Anguilla will be among the biggest losers. They'll lose their development aid, their EU passports, and the open border to the neighboring islands.
Anguillians should have had a chance to participate in the Brexit vote, and that no other people should decide Anguilla's fate. But then Britain has been increasing her micromanaging of Anguilla.
It puts us in a precarious position, right? Because economically we might be outside disadvantage, right? It does not make us feel as though we are part of the British territories.
Is it fair to us? That means we has no say. Because if you take the economy of Anguilla and you take the budget of Anguilla, it has to be approved by England. So we are just puppets in the whole thing.
And we don't have to look for. We have other countries.
The Anguillians were not allowed to vote in the referendum. Their frustration over Brexit has reached the point where some are calling for independence from Britain. DJ Hammer is for it.
We can't borrow when we choose to borrow. That our hands are tied. Don't you find it to be a little bit demeaning, though, for as a people?
Again and again, DJ Hammer hears from people who are angry, often fishermen and restaurant owners like Irad Gums. They need close relations with their EU neighbours. But none of the islanders knows for sure what the future will bring.
Not only they don't have a say, they don't get an explanation of what's happening. So they completely get alienated, and when you alienate people, they always will take back an action.
The action more and more Anguillians would like to take is independence. If they had been able to, a majority would have voted to stay in the EU. Now, many would rather be part of the EU than of Britain.